So many of you dream about starting a veggie garden, but of course are a little hesitant because of the attention they require. Well guys, it doesn't have to be difficult. So for prepping the area for direct seed sowing, I'm going to be using a seedling mix. The seedling mix has perlite in it for good aeration and cocoa peat together with bark. Added to that, what we're going to use is an organic fertiliser, which is in pelleted form. That I'm going to mix in thoroughly into the 2 lines that I'm prepping for my seed sowing. So a good metal rake, note metal, I use it just to get a good even surface. Up and down, if there's any bits on the edge, then just further that and push it away a bit further around your other plants. And what that does is it just gives you a good even surface to start working on, which is so important when you're dealing with seeds, especially in situ seeds, because you want them all to have a good chance at germinating. In my little seed kit, here are 2 sticks with a bit of twine around it, and we use this especially when we're sowing in situ. What it does is it helps us get our straight lines and gives us a bit of guidance, which we all need. I've got my seeds in here, and then of course we always need a label to be able to mark what we have sown, and of course a pencil, because pencils don't come off in the rain. A pencil mark, right, to remember what we sowed and the date. I've also got a bit of river sand, and river sand works beautifully with fine seed. And what we do is we pop the seed in here that we need, add some river sand to it, and then mix it. And in that way we can see the seed because it differentiates itself from the color of the river sand. And then we sow, and we actually know where we've sown. So once that is done, all that's left for me to do is give them a really good watering. Guys, and watering is the key here. It's the beginning and end. You must make sure that you're watering them early in the morning and mid-afternoon, preferably not too late, but a watering twice a day is really essential. Of course, if it rains, you don't have to water, but it's so important. That decides the success of your seeds, of course, with all the beautiful prep that we've done here. And of course, if you're impatient, which I know a lot of you gardeners are back home, then one way of getting around this, but of course you've still got to sow the seed, is that you could use instant little seedlings. And this kind of catapults you 6 to 8 weeks ahead. So I would plant a few of these whilst you've just done your seed sowing. And that way, the next generation is ready and it's going to be there in no time at all. Kind of moves you right into the future. But that, my friends, is seed sowing. Nothing more satisfying, nothing more rewarding.